Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. It is Wednesday, September 11th. And so it's 11 days of our September high fat challenge. I'm just getting out. As you guys can see, the sun is already up. It's about 7:15. I'm gonna walk this way and then I'll show you guys the lake. I stayed up late last night, so I slept in. I did wake up again about 5:30-ish, and but I went back to sleep, and so this is now the time that I got up. Let me show you guys the lake. It's gonna be another warm day. You can see Bun Bun down there. Bun Bun's trying to be invisible and not be seen by me, but I can definitely see him. There's definitely a lot less bunnies right now than there were, I don't know, even a couple of weeks ago. I was seeing like 5-10 bunnies in the morning. So 1, 2, 3 so far. Maybe I'll count them if I remember. So it's hump day. Yay. I'm gonna be going to work in just a few minutes, but before that I'm gonna get out here and do this quick walk. So let me give you guys the rundown from yesterday. Yesterday was Tuesday and it was a high fat day. It was a high fat stick of butter a day. Oh, look at this. Let me show you guys this. So, you see these little berries on the tree? These are fall time crab apples. Crab apples. They come in the fall. So, let me cross over. My street is like, it's kind of curvy. So, you don't want to be like rounding the curve going into traffic. Sometimes people be driving too fast through here, especially probably in the morning when it's like, you know, nobody's supposed to be out here. Anyway, yesterday was Tuesday, and for breakfast I had eggs and bacon. And what else did I have with that? Lord help us today. All right, so yesterday for breakfast I had 3 scrambled eggs, 2 slices of bacon, and some beef fat trimmings. They came from brisket fat trimmings. And that was pretty good and filling. For dinner I had chuck eye steak bites, and I cooked them in beef tallow, and then once they were done cooking in the cast iron, I added a couple tablespoons of butter to the pan, and let that butter melt, and then poured all of that over the steak bites, and then I ate my steak bites dipped in butter, and then I ate all the butter off the plate. Before going to bed, I had 2 tablespoons of butter. So yesterday, that means I had about a stick, because I also put like 2.5 tablespoons in my coffee. So about a stick. Last night I had vivid dreams again. Probably closer towards waking up. I had dreams again. Well, dream. And I don't know what was about to happen in that dream, but I'm glad I woke up, because my granddaughter, who was 11, I was supposed to be taking her and her sister home and somehow I was in the car behind them. She was driving. I was in the car behind them. So last thing that happened was I started honking my horn. Somebody got in between us, and then I put on my flashers, and she saw me and she pulled over. She pulled into a church parking lot where they were having a trunk or treat, which we just talked about yesterday. We planned doing a trunk or treat, and I pulled over, made sure that we both had the directions, and it was going to take way too long to get where we were going, but we ultimately just got back on the road. She continued driving and I continued following her. Very strange. The child is 11 and she was 11 in the dream. So anyway, I'll tell you what, these buttery dreams are something else. They are something else. So I don't know if I'll continue to tell my dreams, but it's just so weird. It's just so weird. I'm not used to remembering my dreams in detail like that. Yesterday I also got out and did one walk. So yesterday morning, my granddaughter, the one I was just dreaming about, she's 11, missed the bus. So I went to go take her to school. Her school is about, so she lives 10 minutes from me. And then her school is 15 minutes from her house. And so it takes me probably an hour to go and take her and come back. So needless to say, I was getting to work a little bit later because it was about 7:30 by the time I got out. 7:15. Yeah, 7:15, because I got back about 8:15. Went directly to work. Yesterday was a busy day at work. So I, sat at the desk most of the day and basically got out and walked at the end of the day. I got one walk. My walk was about 45 minutes. I just took an extra loop so that I would get that extra time in there since I had only done one walk yesterday. Trying to do 2 walks in a day. One in the morning, get that morning sunlight, and one in the evening, and to get the evening sunlight, like around dusk. So it's more challenging than I would like to admit to actually do 2 walks a day, but I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying. So I was telling you guys that we have this event coming up on Friday night. So I'm going to be doing my hair. As you can see, I don't straighten it very often. It doesn't stay straight. And as a woman of a certain age, I sweat in my head, particularly at night. So it's like going to all that work to do my hair and straighten it, and then you're gonna sweat it out. It's like really, really annoying. But tomorrow I will be straightening it. Then, of course, I'm gonna get all gussied up, gonna do my makeup. I'm thinking about putting some tips on my nails, the ones that you do at home, not those crazy pay $1 million for it and they tear your fingernails up ones. I was just thinking, when I was growing up, they used to have this thing called Lee press-on nails. You guys remember that? They had sticker on the back and you just stuck it onto your nail. That's what I'm looking for. Press-on nails. All right, we made it up to the front and sun is up. sun has crested the horizon.
It's a little bit cool out this morning, which is nice. I like it when it's a little bit cooler because, of course, there's less bugs, but also you don't sweat when you're walking, which is nice. I prefer not to have to sweat while I'm walking because that draws the little critters, and then, you know, got to deal with all that. I wear my hat specifically because I don't want anything in my hair. I don't know if you guys remember, maybe about a month ago, I had a bug on me. I was sitting at the desk, felt something crawling on the back of my neck, and I swiped it off, and I literally think that was a tick. And then I had a bite on the back of my neck. God, I don't know if that thing bit me or if it was a mosquito bite, but hat for me it is, because I cannot stand having a bug on me. Ugh, it's the pits. So these cool mornings are really, really nice for that reason. I enjoy walking in this kind of weather. Now, when I won't enjoy walking is when the snow flies, which here in Michigan could be any time in like late October, early November. We'll see what this year brings. Last winter was pretty mild, but when it got cold, really cold. And when it snowed, it snowed. So I would say we didn't have a ton of snowy days, but when it snowed like crazy. So that's always something to look forward to. But I have a treadmill in the house, so if necessary, I'll go outside and look at the sun, and then I'll go back in and do my walk. One thing that I'm not doing, I have not been doing, is grounding very much. Every now and then, I will step outside with my socks on. Because as I said, I don't like bugs. And I'm nervous about ticks. I don't want to get a tick. So I will step outside with my socks on, but not enough probably. Although I do sleep with a grounding mat on my bed. So I use a brand, it's called Earthing. And the earthing mat is underneath my sheets, and I sleep on it every night. So I remember when we first got the earthing mat, my husband was telling me about these vivid dreams that he was having. I wasn't having the same thing. I did not experience the same thing. So I'm wondering if between the butter and the earthing mat, is that why I'm having these crazy dreams? So anyway, who knows? You know, there's all these factors with things. You just never know. But I'm going to take that better sleep because I need it. My sleep was trash. All right, I'm on my way back to the house. I'm gonna make some coffee, and we will have that when we get back home. And then we'll see what we can get up to today. All right, you guys, I was walking towards my house, and look at this little guy crossing the road. It's probably taken him forever to get across. He's probably about 2 inches long. Yeah, he's gonna make it though, because he's almost there. I don't know, you guys. For some reason, I love nature. Like, I like these kinds of things. Although I don't want to like pick him up and carry him across the road. I would if I had to. I just like looking at them. The other night, I took Doc outside for his evening constitutional, and there was a toad. He was about this big. That's pretty good size. He made it. He made it to adulthood. I'm like talking to him, and I don't know. I'm weird like that. I think it comes from growing up out in the country. My grandparents had, I don't know if we'll call it a farm. I know they had a garden, but they had animals, livestock. And so, you know, I used to be out in the country all the time. My dad lives out in the country. So as a young teenager, I would, you know, be outside, you know, walking through the fields and all up in people's farms. All up in people's farms. One day I'll tell you guys the story about how I took a cat, because I wanted a cat so bad. Barn cat, not somebody's house cat or pet cat. So anyway, I love it. My daughter would probably be like, what the heck are you doing? Looks like a worm, but it's little green caterpillar of some sort. Maybe one of you guys knows actually what that turns into. Probably a moth. I'm sure it's some kind of moth. But I find it fascinating. All right, good morning. We are making coffee this morning. I am already a little bit behind. I was trying to clean my kitchen. Clean that off. Put the dirty dishes in the dishwasher and get that done before going to work. So, keto brains nootropic. I'm gonna have some perfect keto collagen this morning. This is, and by the way, Perfect Keto is still in business. I will try to put a link to their store in the description box below. All right, so where's my iodine? Okay, 10 drops of Lugol's 2%. Ooh, that's about 12 drops. We're gonna go with butter, but I need to grab some out of the fridge. All right, here's my butter. I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons. I'm gonna go with 3 this morning. You could put a half a stick in here. It'd be just fine. You could do that. And I think it would be delicious and creamy. Little salt. This is Kicking Horse decaf this morning. And we're gonna go ahead and froth this up. It's gonna have to sit for a few minutes because my butter is cold. See if we can get it to froth in. Yep, that's working. There we go. All right. There we have it. Hey you guys, I just made up something that tastes so good that I had to come in and tell you guys about it. So this is a tablespoon of butter mixed with a tablespoon of sour cream. And I added a little sprinkling of
steak bites and butter.
Onion powder, and then some of my Redmond's real salt seasoning salt. It reminds me of French onion dip. Oh my gosh, it's so perfect. Yum. Hey you guys, I am outside getting my afternoon walk. I've been out here walking for about half an hour, a little over half an hour. So just checking in to say hey. So let's talk a little bit about non-scale victories. I just want to say that my scale is not my friend these days. And I've been weighing myself every day, as you guys know, because I've been talking every day about, like, what did the scale say? So I really want to kind of thinking about this, you guys. Let me know what you think. I'm thinking of doing a no scale challenge for the month of October. Now that will be really difficult. I was thinking about, you know, addictions and how I might be addicted to the scale, weighing myself every day. But I'm really considering it, doing a stay off the scale for the month of October. And it would take me till October to get ready to do something like that because I weigh myself every day, sometimes 2 times a day. But it's kind of, fluctuating. It's up, it's down. And I'm like, it's really discouraging. So instead of being discouraged, maybe I'll just I know that some people were doing like the throw away your scale. First of all, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scales in my house. 5, count them, 5 scales in my house. And 3 of them are in my bathroom. So that's kind of ridiculous, I know. But I just use one typically. Sometimes I get on the other one just to compare side by side, and it's like, yeah, it's the same. So, what do you guys think about that? Would you be interested in trying it? Do you weigh yourself? I know some people that don't even weigh themselves at all. I don't know how they have such self-control. Maybe they don't own a scale. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, this non-scale victory, I'm out here walking twice a day, most days. That's a huge thing. Like, that's a big non-scale victory. I'm eating my stick of butter a day and keeping my fat levels up. And that's a huge non-scale victory. So just want to know, like, down in the comments, let me know what your most recent non-scale victories have been. I would love to hear from you and see, what are you guys celebrating about these days? Because it's worth celebrating.
For dinner, I'm having a hamburger patty, 2 slices of cheddar cheese, 2 slices of bacon, and butter.